Halo, testing. 1, 2, 3. Assalamualaikum. What is up? What's going down, guys? Welcome to my turn to play. Apa khabar you guys? Apa khabar? Seminggu lebih kita tak live The whole last week tak live, tapi on my part aku ada ada buat benchmark untuk game sediakan video benchmark untuk game Monster Hunter Wilds. Thanks to my friend Rohman juga yang suggest, yang bagi tahu pasal benchmark tool tu. Alright, hey, welcome guys, welcome to the stream, welcome to my turn to play. So kita ada upload video benchmark dekat dekat YouTube, so you guys can check it out. Alhamdulillah, setakat ni game video-video benchmark aku dapat traction jugalah dekat YouTube. Macam sekarang tadi aku check last kali video benchmark Monster Hunter tu is currently at 1.5k views, so that is very encouraging. Dan yang paling best sebab ada orang start commenting in the comment section, so they've been having a discussion ataupun conversation dalam tu. So okay lah, bagus lah. Ninja versus Wolfman, welcome man, welcome to the stream man. Kau juga yang suggest video benchmark. Memang aku pulun hari tu buat benchmark game tu sampai ke tengah malam. Siap, terus edit terus upload. Tak ada schedule ni sebab it's all about the timing kan, semua nak cepat. Kes-kes macam tu memang kena laju lah. Alright, so malam ni after some holidays, kita kembali semula ke gelanggang lawan, to the stage of history. Tapi bukan game bukan game, apa nama game tu? Game lawan-lawan tu apa? Bukan Soul Calibur, tetapi it's Ninja Gaiden, guys. Man kata, yeah, good thing you highlighted RTX 36 Ti S6 as it should. That load is the main magnet. Betul? Because that is kinda like the average popular average graphics card yang gamer-gamer sekarang pakai lah. I think also according to Steam punya survey juga, gamer-gamer ramai pakai. Berapa persen aku tak ingat, tak pasti, kena check. But that's the main punya graphic card punya population lah. One of the biggest, I think. So sebelum tu pun video benchmark Wukong pun sangat-sangat bagus. Dia punya tu penerimaan dia sampai sekarang pun dia punya views itu semakin naik, semakin dapat. So okey lah tu. So apa game baru? Tak ada game baru. Paling baru dekat Game Pass ni Madden NFL 25 Citizen Sleeper 2. Itu je lah. Dan kita ada Roblox. Roblox bye. Diablo 4 bye. Oh, ni Far Cry New Dawn ni. Far Cry 5 punya side off story, panggil side story. Side story. Dia macam Far Cry 4 Far Cry 4 punya yang Dragon lupa dah. Dragon Tooth, Dragon Blood. Dia macam tu lah, dia macam side story to the main game. ataupun alternate story langsung lah, aku tak pasti lah. Far Cry New Dawn. Okay, kita santai-santai je malam ni. Sebab sekarang ni pun dah pukul apa. Aku lambat start sebab apa tahu? Sebab tadi aku duk main apa ni. Aku buat aku punya daily challenges dalam game Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Nak dapatkan grind semata-mata nak dapatkan topi aviator. Aduh, itu aku punya daily punya ni lah. Tapi at the same time aku sedang menuju juga aku punya cuba nak completekan aku punya apa panggil apa? Clan apa? Solar Pass. Dia macam game pass um, monthly pass lah macam tu. At the end of the pass tu is kereta Lamborghini Diablo 1993. Aku sekarang lagi berapa level? Lagi 4 level lagi. And I have 36 days left. Aku saja main slow-slow relax kan. Tak terlampau apa grindy sangat. Sebab aku tengok orang lain semua dah ada kereta tu, tapi aku sampai sekarang slow-slow I'm working towards that car. Bagi aku okay lah. It gives me something to log on to every day, walaupun buat sedikit-sedikit dia punya tu kan. Yeah, that's a surprise. I'm still playing Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown up till this day. Mungkin sebab aku beli game tu kan. So macam aku rasa macam bukan obligation, dia macam rasa macam kita dah bayar beli game tu kan. So yes, fun. Kita punya Sega Dreamcast dah fixed. Ai, tak sabar nak main game-game apa ni? Game-game lama, game-game Dreamcast. Oh my goodness, harap boleh main lah. Boleh main balik semula lah game-game. Tak sabar weh. Okay, kita dah chapter 6 dah game Ninja Gaiden 2 Black ni. Dan hari tu kita dapat weapon baru kan. It's a double punya blade. Dual blade. Alamak, itu dia. Apa nama dia? What's the name of the weapon? Dragon's Claw, Tiger's Fang. Okay. Ni Dragon Sword. Dragon's Claw. Lawa game ni kan. It's very beautiful man. Seriously. Oh, they're coming this way. Lari. Takut. Yo, what's up, what's up? Aku punya key magic aku tak ada, kosong Where's this location again? I forgot. Ni dekat Aqua something. Dia macam area macam Venice lookalike lah, macam tu. Ya. Aku nak pakai apa lah? Api ke? Art of the Wind Blade lah, try. Wind lawan Wolf Is Wind the weakness of Wolf? Talisman of Rebirth. Oh, Rebirth ni kita punya ni dia bila kita mati dia auto brings you back to life once. Tapi dia cuma maksimum satu je. Yes. Cool gila dia punya wall running ni. Mesti ada wolf ni kat sini. Kejap, macam mana nak buat power tu? Aku lupa dah. Oh, tekan ada dua kan. Range of spiritual life. Oh, ni nyawa yang give you more health. Nice. Jangan risau, malam ni kita main relax-relax je. Esok cuti kan, so esok cuti kita sambung lagi main. We play the whole day Permanently increases your key. Oh nice. Kita ada 4. Hayya. Orang ni. Who is this guy? New enemy hidup ni binatang ni. Oh, jatuh air ya. Gila lah. Beheaded tu. Ni ada biar lain kan. Macam boss dia lah. Sekali je. Headshot sekali tu mati. I guess I need to go down. We're checking out all the tempat mana tahu kita termiss. Crystal Skull. Tapi lawa kan dia punya environment dia kan. Dengan dia punya water effect ke. Not so bad. That's the safe punya ni. So far dia punya move dia agak tak banyak, macam repetitive sikit. So kalau aku nak unlock lagi banyak, kena upgrade lah weapon ni. Tapi aku rasa selain daripada yang sword, dragon sword tu, yang ni best lah kot, kan? Nampak flashy lah at least. The Art of the Piercing Void. Oh yo, new magic. Unleash a surge of emptiness to pierce your enemies to their core. While using this nimpo, use to freely choose where to fire. Okay. Piercing void apa? Piercing void. Okay, we have 18,000 money. Baru dah ada discount 10% sebab kita dah collect 10 skull crystal tu. 10% off. Oh, terbaik. So yang ni kita dah ni, I think kau rasa nak upgrade apa, man? Aku bagi korang choose lah which weapon you guys want to see the most. But basically yang dual wheel ni is basically the same as this, but it's dual wheel. Tapi dari segi power, I think the original one still lagi power kot. But untuk yang macam untuk crowd control, maybe sama ada this ataupun yang staff ni. Kalau nak crowd control punya ni, handle apa many enemies at once. Ding 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 ding. So what will it be? Boleh ya? Dalam banyak ni punya move ni. XXYY XX XXXY. Oh, belakang aku ada. I'm about to die weh. Kenapa pintu ni terbuka? Kan? Oh tu Kinomaru's notebook. Warrior cannot live his life fighting battles of the mind. What is mine? Abu bukit. Dia rempuh aku. Macam lain sikit boost ni. Dia kuat kot. So how do we go over there? Is it drawbridge? Nice. Face the pole and jump. Oh, we don't want to go there. Ooh, complete. Is it? Oh, one more. I need to do one more? Yeah. Then what? Jump down? Ninja walk on water. Jalan kecil. Going up. Halam. Mantap. Gelap pun. Nice. Extend my life bar, please. Bloody punya badan dia. Bloody. Ui, ni dah nak lawan bos dah ni. Nampak gaya lah. Ke belum lagi? Gaya macam nak lah. Ui, kena cukup. Banyak kali. Foggy. What are these things? Macam boleh panjat kan? Cik. Got a shop here. Jewel of the Demon Seal permanently increase the level of a nimble spell. Ada something kan belakang ni. There's a chest behind here. Do I want to max out my health? 1008, tak apalah. I think we're good. I hope we're good. I don't want to go into the boss fight with not full item. Macam tak ingat tempat ni. Macam it's like I've played tempat macam ni before, you know. Bapak ah. Susah gini. Ui, kejut. Dia nampak je besar tu. Howling cannon, a large matchlock rifle with unparalleled range and power. An enormous matchlock rifle that launches projectiles with a deafening roar. Gila. Can I like shoot this? Has to go back there, but I'm gonna just explore here first. Okay, got some money. Boleh berjalan sambil ni. Okay, dia bukan macam yang panah tu lah. I think yang panah tu macam tak boleh. Oh yeah, you can move also. Okay, alright. My bad, my bad. Spiritual life. Halo Munir, welcome to the stream Munir. Apa khabar? Apa khabar? Thank you Munir for the share. Welcome to the stream bro. Ada di mana? Macam mana aku nak turun ni? Woo. Wow, where are we? Waalaikumsalam. Okay, aku nampak ada save point kat situ. Apa? Tapi dia punya grafik dia lawa dul. Serius lawa gila. Fantastic. Ada kat mana ni? Ada kat rumah ke? Kerja ke? DLSS RT watak. Tak ada lah bro. Biasa je. Ini pun aku mana on ni. Ray tracing tak on ni. Kejap. Nak tengok. Ini pun dah lawa. Tak perlu ray tracing lah. Ini pun dah cukup lawa dah. Nak tengok ray tracing macam mana. Okay, on ray tracing. You guys can see ya. Kat rumah je. Okay. Alright, ni. Esok cuti Esok cuti. Tapi gelap semacam. Nampak lain ke dia punya air? Nampak macam pelik. Esok live ke? InsyaAllah. Kalau tak ada apa, aku plan memang nak live lah esok. So kalau tak ada buat apa-apa, singgahlah. Mari-mari. Oi. Oh yo gigit lah. Oi, digigit no. Oi, ikan gigit. What is up with this fish? Pretending I'm looking at Lara Croft. There's a chest under there. Wait, is there any chest there? I thought it was a brick or something. Oh, come on. Man, I wish I'm playing a new Tomb Raider game, or at least the classic remake or something like that. Because game Ninja Gaiden ni pun zaman-zaman macam tu juga kan, zaman-zaman Tomb Raider tu juga lebih kurang. Betul tak? Betul tak guys? Oh, there's no enemy under the water. Oh, what is this place, man? Holy crap, man. I think I'm gonna turn off balik ray tracing. Yeah, there is a noticeable punya difference lah. Besar tu tempat ni, boleh explore. I don't know where to start, man. Let's explore lah. Go up ahead. Ninja can breathe underwater indefinitely, right? It's not like Sonic, where it needs to... Oh yo, dah complete. Woohoo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There are fishes over there. Wait. Dead fish? Dead fishes. Ini ke jalan dia? Bawah kot. Memang jalan dia weh. Kain. Betul lah situ kan? Kena tembak kot. No, don't shoot there. No, no, no. dah buka kot. Eh? Apa tu? Nak kena buat apa tu? Falan, kata si Falan. Ni nak kena buat apa ni tu? Aku tak tahu tu. Dia tunjuk sini. Lewat live lah, itulah. Lambat lah aku start pukul berapa tadi? 11 eh? Macam biasa lah, plan pukul 9 cik. Plannya pukul 9 nak ni kan, start. Sekali terlayan game lain, tak tup-tap dah pukul 10 lebih lah. Monitor ni sengat ke? Yo Lan, buat apa malam-malam? Sikit pukul 12 kan. Aku nak lawan ikan-ikan tu dulu. Oh, gigit aku. Aduh. Oi, kalau jatuh je air bahaya. Lari. Allahu Akbar. Jahanam punya ikan. Ikan hantu. Ya Allah. Mati aku je ni. Ya Allah. Dia ada single lah ikan ni. Leh. Cutscene ke? Gila lawan dia ni. Serius ah? Macam tu je. Ha? Habis dah? Aku ingat dia punya ending ni lawan dengan apa ni, ketua Wolfman tu. Nampak gaya ni belum lagi Okey, kita masuk chapter ke-7. Okey, aku rasa kita stop kat sini guys. Malam ni kita relax chill je. Okey, esok kita sambung yang the real thing. Okey, the real apa ni, panjang sikit. So kita dah chapter 6, nak masuk chapter 7. So ada lagi 7 chapter lagi, 14. Okay, slowly, easy does it. Chapter 3 kita override save. Oh, the Lycanthrope's Castle. The canals running through this city lead into a giant castle. A once beautiful architectural legacy now transformed into the lair of the greater fiend Wolf. Wolf's iron fist reigns over an army of werewolves. He is a berserker, as bloodthirsty as a beast, and his never-ending hunger for battle has led him to prepare a fitting arena for a duel to the death with the world's most powerful ninja. Kita tu. Nice. No boss at all. Oh, at least we get to watch the next cutscene. Itulah dia tadi. Lawan dengan underwater sea creature. Sebaik ada weapon apa? Cannon. Auto cannon. Lagu dia padu. Kat sini kita dah open chest tadi tu kan. There's something lah atas tu guys. Nampak tu? There's a chest up there, but how do you get up there? Ada jalan tu ha. But where does it start? Does it start from here? Macho gila, shoot. Banyak tempatnya. Lagi ke ikan ni. There's a chest here. Hei, geram aku pula dengan ikan ni. There's another one. There's another fish over there, over here. Kan? Sebab tu shop ni tak buka. Come on fish. Alamak, dia trap belakang tu pula. Aduh, nak kena panggil dia. Wait, there's a skull there. Those bows, same matchlock rifle and cannon in Neo 2, the very same. You'll get used to it really fast later. Those bows too, by the way. Okay, nice. Don't. Okay, dead. Now the shop is open. Wih, banyak weh kita dapat. 54,000 kita collect. So boleh upgrade terus lah. 20,000 maximum kan dia ni. Yang the rest aku tak pasti, aku simpan dulu kot. Tak ada specific weapon yang aku. So I'm guessing we go this way, naik atas ni. We go to the left and then we go to the right. And then we come up there. Oh my god, kejut aku. Kejut, bye. Dalam Ninja Gaiden naikkan stats bow, rifle atau dan cannon tak. Kalau boleh nanti makin kuat, damage more ammos and shot. Tak boleh. Saya rasa macam tak boleh tadi. Dia cuma boleh naikkan yang melee weapon saja. Cannon tak ada. Cannon dengan bow tak ada. Nampak? Kan weapon ni kan ada level-level ni kan, nampak? Level-level 1, 2, 3 kan. Cannon dengan bow tak ada. Malas lah nak main dengan kau. Kena pakai weapon yang laju sikit. I think no, not this. Tapi dia tendang tu. Vigorian. Uyuh, kejut aku. Oh. Jangan jatuh tu dah. Dia cucuk. Oh, sakit. Help, man. Help. Terlipat tu. Dalam Ninja Gaiden, tiap weapon ada unique ability. Tapi dalam M.2, dia tambah lagi dengan extra stats dan property for rare divine items. Nice. Really, I can't wait to play M.2 with you. Seriously. There's fishes again. Apa weapon yang sesuai? Jangan. Allah, jatuh dalam air. Well. What can you do? Ya, aku cari tempat safe and then kita stop main lah. betul tak boleh upgrade tau. Dia punya ni, tak boleh upgrade yang bow dengan cannon tu. Ya Allah, terlajaklah pula. Aduh, yai. We made it. We made it, guys. We made it. So let's stop right here, okay? So we are in chapter apa? Chapter 7 kan? At least you didn't die. Can always start again. Kalau Neo 2 jatuh tinggi memang mati dah. Kena tunggu member datang revive soul kat spot kita mati. Itu pun depend berapa baki shot meter. Aduh, itulah jatuh entah ke mana-mana jatuh dia kan. Lagi-lagi game soul, nak kena. Kalau shot bond meter kosong, both game over. So ada apa-apa ni tak? Ada apa-apa nak try tak? Oh, actually aku ada install game ni. Aku ingat nak cuba habiskan game ni. Grace, Return to Grace ni. Aku tengah main game ni sekarang. Sebab aku kadang aku tengok-tengok juga game yang nak living soon ni. So aku nampak apa ni, game ni nak live. Actually game ni pendek je, 2 hours boleh settle. Aku hari tu dah main sikit. So kita sambung sikit lah boleh Living Game Pass in 5 days lah. Okay, boleh lah. Dia banyak puzzle game dia. Dia macam walking simulator campur puzzle lah. Oh man, so bright. Itulah Tales Arise nak live dah. Itulah pasal dah lah game tu your standard RPG. Berapa puluh hours.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think? Do you see them, Addie? Life in perfect stillness?
Game tu murah kalau sale, tapi now that it's living Game Pass terpaksa lah beli ke dia.
Emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit? Seriously? It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Ed. Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
Well, this game is FPS
A
view.
human truth spanning thousands
FPS.
of years.
Am I doing this right?
Dia
You
kita
are
punya
doing
karakter ni,
splendidly.
I'm sorry.
dia tengah
This cannot
bercakap
possibly
dengan
be necessary.
AI.
Temperature
This
preferences
AI,
can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is
dia
essential.
baru
How about
integrate
above
sekali
freezing
AI
and we
dengan
proceed?
tempat
It's
ni.
really
This
up
whole
to
place
Abby.
ni dia ada AI dia
If you don't
sendiri.
wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
So kita punya objective game ni is okay. It's been, I think dia kata dalam game ni, I think it's 400 years ke 4000 atau 400. I think it's around 400 rasanya. After humanity dia dah achieve macam dia punya highest peak, because from the help ada dia orang create this AI ni. AI dia nama dia apa lupa. Okay, so this AI yang power ni tiba-tiba one day hilang tau. So it set human back to zaman dulu lah. So ni sekarang ni macam in outer space. So our main character ni dia macam dia cuba nak cari misteri kenapa AI yang power ni hilang, dan cuba nak revive dia balik lah, untuk apa, jump start balik humanity punya ni lah.
This must be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer
So
its
it was some
monsters.
point and click again.
You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder?
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn. Is this a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
All right, I follow.
You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that. I have no idea what this is. A weapon or a tool of some kind?
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps? What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
What a society leaves behind is all we have in understanding how they lived.
But we're interested in what you were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
Tu je from talking. I'm curious what makes you so curious. Examine all items in the Zen garden.
This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship
You
all this
sure
way.
AI can be so
So it must
benevolent,
be
and
important.
usually they won't press up the chest to
Even though it's
control
no
us
longer
humans.
holding up a roof.
So kita nak tahu
I
lah
guess
dia
its
punya
purpose has
cerita dia.
changed.
Dia macam
As can happen with people, too. Go ahead and choose a
maybe
clue,
because
Maddie.
of that too lah. Kita dia kata apa? Flower bed beside the stairs. Oh ni.
How about this one?
A solid choice.
Oh, kita dah pilih
You
dah.
walked an unsteady path to get here, and I think you've come in search of comfort, perhaps. Or you wish to become part of something bigger than yourself. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed, and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Pergola. Sini. Untuk lampu.
Very good. Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
Lawa tu.
Okay.
Now I want you to take a deep breath.
Take breath.
A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, no.
Oh no.
I want you to take a slow, deep breath and
Okay,
hold
okay.
it until I tell you to release.
Okay. 1, 2, go.
Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. And when you're ready, another deep breath in.
Perlu ikut sekali.
Fill those marvelous lungs. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath.
Serius ah.
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
Ai. Ini macam nak buat yoga ke apa ni?
Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done with
Nama Adi
calibration.
tu.
For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And that's 10 seconds. Excellent, Addie. We've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe.
Nama AI
you
tu
were
Grace.
abandoned over
Nama
time.
AI yang
Abandoned?
We've
Yang
walked away
power.
from a lot of great things.
lawa. Memang scene daripada science fiction punya ni lah. Semat tu.
Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working. You wouldn't build a system like this if you didn't need to move a lot of people, which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end. This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. No power?
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
AI dia
Control?
ada banyak tau.
Fine. Where's the
So daripada
electrical
Grace
access to
ni
the
dia
room?
pecah-pecah
To
dia
the left
punya
of the rear door.
AI ni
But as I
macam
said,
control
you will need control to reroute power to the
logic
console.
dengan
This era of electronics is dead simple.
empathy.
Won't hurt to take a look. This looks like a welder's jetpack. It's been disassembled for some reason.
Jetpack.
This one looks to be in working order.
Oh serius lah, jetpack weh.
This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Well, there's your problem right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
As I told you.
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind.
You activated Control and Empathy.
For all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little Empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
It sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great.
New graphic.
What are we doing again?
New
We're
AI
powering
kita
up
create.
pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes, please.
All right. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel. Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems. Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you.
Pal.
It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there, some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice. This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice. All right, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
Oh, yo.
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay. Whoa. I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up into the air.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
All right. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep. As long as you don't kill me. All right. This should be close enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard. Ugh, it's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
Oh, okay.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally. There's more ice here on the right.
Game dia ada puzzle, but most of the
Oh,
time
hold it steady.
Sorry.
dia macam kau buat je apa yang game tu suruh. Dia macam dia ada guide lah. Kau buat je, exploration tu tak sangat lah. So maybe that's why the game is like
Let's keep
pretty
On.
short. Okay lah.
And this last bit here. Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid
Ayo
we're
kita
almost
into
done. Think that's it? Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. You got stuff to do.
Sedih pula dia. What?
That's fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too. Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
Yes, betul. Man, hand-holding
Do you
puzzles.
know if the pod
so
system has
romantic.
stops along the way?
And the dialogue
It
is
does
not
not.
boring. Good
We are
dynamics.
arriving at the track terminus now.
Okay lah, bolehlah layan in a couple of hours. Literally a couple of hours. 2 hours.
This looks like a settlement. Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable PAL now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin ZES.
Huh?
Right. Slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
Oh, Z. Huruf Z. Tapi terbalik.
Just having PAL running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did
Z.
switch PAL off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
Tapi terbalik.
Honestly, do you know what backwards is? Do you know what a Z looks like?
There.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop. It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you gonna tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me whoever it is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
grant me access? Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addy. Where do you want to start?
Where do you
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
It would take me days.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side
You see, I
that
need
does
some
not have an
good
encrypted entry.
spanking.
Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
Aduh, kelakar lah.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Oh, wow.
This looks like another control room.
Cantik. Look at this.
These are data banks?
Yes, they contain flight records to and from the Spire.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the Spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Do we know the Spire's capacity?
50 units. There it is.
Kena gerakkan dia
There are
punya
millions
apa?
of names here.
Yang bulat tu
Millions.
dekat kita punya jam apa dekat tangan tu. Nak bagi meter the full.
Well done.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the Spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here.
Uncovered
Is that enough
Everest
for you, Logic?
identity.
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the Spire map across from the console.
More missing equipment.
This looks carefully removed.
Looks like the image from the Spire entrance. Alright, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addy. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the Spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Which level 3?
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3. I can climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
Game dia best sebab dia sangat-sangat guided. Once in a while main game yang guided ni macam apa ni lah,
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
tak perlu
Even in low G,
pening-pening
a
kan.
fall could
Relax.
result in an
Layan je
injury.
lebih story dia.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addy. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addy! Addy!
Mati
Are
dia.
you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addy.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
Please, be careful. This is
Tinggi
so
you jatuh.
cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addie. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
I knew you could do it.
You should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster too.
Macam-macam.
Looks pretty empty.
Katil.
Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
Nice.
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire? People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol. Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Nah, not really.
Yang
I've seen
three
weirder.
shell.
I've seen ones where people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
Three shell ni kan
If they pooped in the
daripada
water,
cerita.
what did they drink?
Daripada cerita apa? Daripada cerita Fifth Element doesn't know how to use the three seashells. Yelah. Dia start seashell ni daripada cerita The Fifth Element ke daripada cerita apa? Cerita science fiction. The three seashell. Maknanya macam mana nak guna seashell tu waktu dalam toilet lah kan. Oh, Demolition Man Ada
Well,
Demolition
check out the
Man.
rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level.
Macam-macam. Dari atas ke sini?
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
Oh, belum pergi.
I light up the pattern for you.
Another empty bedroom.
Dia should be cursing. Deduct point.
I don't see a way up.
Here's the code.
Not much here either. Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction, the top of the spire.
Travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages. Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
That's a souvenir, maybe.
Here we go.
We still have one level to go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
Mum, dia punya nama dia Mum.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Of what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help playback recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister. You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Okay.
Hey, Grace. So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here it goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened. People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
All the rooms have these tubes.
Okay. So, orang macam anggap Grace tu macam diorang punya ni lah.
So, what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
Here you go.
Someone tore this apart.
And took the pieces somewhere?
You're right. That's certainly interesting.
Hancur. Bawa ke mana kayu-kayu? Bakar kayu.
Someone's removed the keypad. I can't help but feel there's an organized effort to dismantle parts of the spire. Doesn't seem hidden enough to be sabotage. And it's too precise to be random vandalism.
What about Tomb Raiders?
I considered that, but they've left most of the valuable stuff. Figure this was left here as a token. Or an offering?
Monster? Monster apa? Monster Hunter.
Alright.
Hello, Grace. This is Madeleine Torre. I'd hoped this trip would be my chance to connect with others who care about you. Now, I'm not sure anyone takes these wishes seriously anymore. So, that's my wish. Help me find someone. Someone who loves you as much as I do.
Huh, that's interesting.
She sounded lonely.
Another way up.
Oh, I've got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
This is level 3, Addie.
Let's look for evidence of Everett. What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just have to look around.
Let's try this one.
Hello, Grace. I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess, I wish for them to be proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
Semua orang macam treat AI Grace tu macam God lah. Kan? To make their wish come true macam tu lah. Ni ni.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought...
That's all I can recover from this one.
It sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all. Here you go.
There we go. Only Grace.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
Certainly not. The people who did this were looking for trouble.
I don't recognize these words. They look like technical or medical terms. A list of supplies, maybe.
Or a list of demands.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from our station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns,
Kira manusia
and I'm leaving this in
time tu
case
dia dah terlalu
something
bergantung sangat lah
really
dengan
bad
AI.
happens.
That's a little ominous. They were tracking something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth.
Or the Spire lost power.
you go.
That's it. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addy.
Not cool, boss. Control? Unbelievable. Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
I believe fear also played a part here.
Entered the dark room. Huh. Itu pun ada achievement eh.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Everett.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
We'll need access to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator. Or you could uncover more canisters and learn more about the people who came here.
Reaching the beacon is the priority. You must move on. Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
I think this is the last room probably.
Here you go.
Perfect.
Ada 2 kanister atas katil.
Why do you insist on defying me?
I'm just doing my job.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now, and I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful, and I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed.
So Grace would receive wishes and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons. Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
Here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months, who we could help, who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back. I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
That must be Najisha.
I want you back. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Kita dah pergi ke bilik ni? Belum kot. Ni last kot. Pintu tak buka lagi.
Here you go.
Great.
Mark Anthony here. Been moving around, keeping my head down. Won't be long before they start blaming us for schmutzing up the tubes.
Looks like Olympia Mon colors. I guess the team's old enough.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, you know, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars, and bad guys, and pirates, and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, you know, it's awful, people dying. But I feel like there's no way to, like, prove yourself. You know? Nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense? I just want something, like anything at all, to happen. I guess that's what I wish for. You know, not like a war or anything, just something.
So this guy was just bored?
Like me.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Finally.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again, this time up north, I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars.
Gracie.
I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this report?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
I think burning this would have been the better move.
Better. Okay, let's go down. We cannot go back down.
pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the four corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right? Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should interest us.
Lawa siut. Oh, you can go in between.
Did you like my little game?
You mean the game where you refused to help us?
I provided you with the opportunity to prove yourself. Is that not why you're here?
I'm an archaeologist. I'm here to do my job.
I don't think Addie enjoys having obstacles placed in the way of her goals.
We have arrived at our destination.
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
Signs of conflict?
Or a strength contest?
Wish canisters.
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up. Where is Grace? Well, I'm not alone in wondering.
I am here. It is the people who are lost.
People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement. Someone went through a lot of food. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
Pilgrims were building fires. Why would they do that? Quite the manifesto. I don't recognize the language.
I am embarrassed to say I do not recognize it either.
Well, they were here long enough to get bored. It must have been written with charcoal from the fires.
Serious, huh? It must be a language, right?
Seems to be holding my weight.
Glasses.
This must weigh a ton. At least a couple people worked together to break through here. More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
No bodies yet. Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed. This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. wish canisters started flying. As pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended. So the Keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. You imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
Can't make this out. (2766 to 2780). These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
2780 to 2830. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these Keepers served here. Nothing here either. This canister looks undamaged.
And it has been recorded on.
This has gone on long enough. There's nothing Keeper ever can do to meet your demands. You must return to your ships now, or we will be forced to take more drastic measures.
So this was left for the angry pilgrims.
What do you think more drastic measures were?
I don't know. But you might get to see that dead body. Second barricade. Looks like they got under this one. 2942 to 2956. This would mean Keepers were at the spire for at least
444 years.
That sounds about right. Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Long live Grace.
Apparently not.
Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante. Cut off life support here.
Oxygen is almost out. We are going to make one last push today before returning to the ships. Grace, help us. We will win.
Hold on, Addy. The room beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
Nice.
An emergency exit?
For certain. It opens to the moon's surface.
Not going there yet.
Only as a last resort, Addy.
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of the spire, known as the lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the beacon, Addie.
Adi.
This doesn't look operational.
Let me try it, Addy.
Okay.
Come on! It's ice again?
The force needed to break through the ice dam would only come from directing all power to control processors.
Which only I can do.
Great.
On one condition.
And what's that?
You shall have no others before me. Cast aside that device on your wrist and continue with me alone.
Whoa, hang on.
No, Addy.
But how will I communicate with you?
Mine is the only voice that resonates freely throughout every aspect of the spire. My words live within the vessel in which you stand now. They reverberate through the very walls of the enclave above. Through the many devices and instruments at my control.
Yep, I got it. You're everywhere.
What if she needs another configuration for something?
She will not.
Is there another way to get to the top?
Of course. The funicular is merely the most survivable option.
Throw the device from the funicular window to take your place at my side.
Kena buat pilihan ni kot.
This door leads out into the storm?
To your certain demise, yes.
He's being dramatic. Your death is only marginally likely.
In theory, you could follow the funicular track up the mountain slope to the base of the lighthouse structure.
It would be dangerous.
So I give up my options by throwing away my comm, or take my chances in the storm?
It's an important decision, to be sure.
Game ni dia tak ada ni. Dia macam one choice je.
You must not do this, Addie. In taking this risk, you jeopardize all of humanity. Would you deny them my guidance and protection?
This is what can happen when you make ultimatums.
You and your ilk were distracting Addie from her true purpose.
We are providing Addie with a variety of perspectives.
Sorry, boss. I'm keeping my comm device.
You may not live to regret this, but countless billions in the solar system will.
The storm is...
Hello? Must be interference from the storm.
Addie?
Alan?
Where are you?
I was right, Alan. I found Grace.
You need to return immediately, Addie. Your oxygen must be dangerously low.
I'm good, Alan.
You need to listen to me.
If I'd listened to you, we wouldn't have made it past Mars.
Wait, did you say Grace is still active?
Not exactly, but I'm working with her oldest service to try to bring her back online.
Well, one of these servers is actively blocking me.
I can guess which one.
You need to get back.
Alan? Alan!
You're not considering climbing across that structure, are you?
Do I have a choice?
There is also a path that descends into the canyon. It looks well worn and preserved over time, which means it's likely sheltered and safe.
And boring.
The funicular structure looks faster. And more fun.
Don't tease, Addie. The walk will give you time to think. And perhaps a chance for us to talk.
Nak ikut jalan susah ke nak ikut jalan senang?
I'm not doing the high wire act in this storm.
Oh man.
How do you know where this is headed?
I don't. But it must eventually make its way to the other side of the canyon. Where else would it be leading?
It's certainly more sheltered here. So, what did you want to talk about?
Why is it so important that you activate Grace?
It's widely believed that recovering Grace would recover thousands of years of knowledge lost to the Dark Age. This looks like an old colonial language.
That's strange. I don't recognize the dialect.
Translates roughly to Grace is love.
You've come all this way at great personal risk in search of knowledge?
Why not?
Without enough fuel or oxygen to go home.
I'm a committed academic.
What do you really want from Grace?
I'm not sure. This is Martian.
What does it say?
It says, let her rest.
As in leave her alone?
People wanted her to go away?
Or didn't want her disturbed. You know, we don't let AI make any important decisions anymore. But most of the decisions that humans make are pretty awful.
You don't think AIs are capable of making bad decisions?
I just hoped Grace might be better. I don't have plans to return because I don't have anything to return to. And I can thank human decisions for that. Were these to honor Grace, I wonder?
Or to leave one's mark for other travelers to see? Vanity, at its most basic.
Don't we all desire to leave something behind?
I'm surprised a formation like that could remain standing for so long. And you are familiar with the language on the stone carvings. These must have been left long after Grace shut down. People kept coming. Zealots, maybe.
Or curious explorers like yourself.
Hey, do you think I've been activated before? and hung out with other explorers and did cool stuff with them, but now I don't remember?
That's a pretty deep thought, pal.
Yeah. So you were saying that something happened to your family that you think an AI could have prevented?
It was a shuttle crash with a human pilot. There was, an instrument malfunction during launch, and she panicked.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's okay.
Were you ever able to forgive this pilot?
Not quite yet.
Tu kalau kita panjat dekat sini ya.
How much farther?
It's another 50 meters to the base of the lighthouse.
I want to tell you my
Wasn't so
secret
bad
now.
then.
You still have to find a way into the
Nanti yang
lighthouse.
story dia tadi
So
cerita
there's
tu.
still time to regret not taking the free ride to the top.
I didn't want to limit my options. What's this?
An emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
So I can bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough.
The path keeps going. We can see if there's another way in.
So what's it going to be, Addie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
The numeric override that lowers the ladder is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages.
50.
Turning each switch adds a different fixed value, starting with 1 on the far right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I just start mucking around until I get the number 50.
But you needn't muck around. I could just tell you the sequence.
Yeah, well, maybe I want to muck around.
Very well. But I'm here if you require my assistance.
You're so smart, Addie.
Compared to what?
Why wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
It's only natural to want to do things yourself.
Best is the
Seems
best.
inefficient
I
to
like
make
the rest.
calculations
What
that have already
overrode
been
panel.
completed and freely offered.
Satisfying to do the work sometimes.
The door to the station airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
That's convenient. For once. There. Who needs control?
You took a foolish risk, Addie. But you have arrived at the lighthouse nonetheless.
Yes, well done.
And you may still be redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Yes.
Yes.
Always with the beacon.
Will I need my helmet?
It's never a bad idea. Unless you want to preserve your suit oxygen in case of emergency.
The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Addie. You're good to go.
Coba suara dia.
Do we know if your processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
Pretty basic accommodations. These must be the cells where the Keeper's acolytes stayed.
And where new ones will return.
This looks like it was left for someone to find.
I can hardly believe it has come to this, but my work here with Grace will end with Grace herself. I can only pray that people will come to forgive us one day. We loved her, and we lost her. She will never be forgotten.
Doesn't sound like the Inner Circle wanted Grace shut down. Another canister.
The last shuttle leaves in but a few hours. We
The
did what
last
we could to save her.
shuttle.
I know she is lost to us for good.
For
Even
good.
Everett probably knows that now. But I couldn't compel him to leave.
Russian alien.
None of us could. I fear he will follow Grace into the dark. Yet, such is the way of a keeper. His fate will forever be tied to Grace.
Everett was trying to save Grace.
Everett. Targetin.
This door certainly looks important. How do we get in?
That's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do I see any way of opening it.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
The triangle here must be the spire, which would represent Grace. And this would be the pilgrims coming to Grace. This is the same symbol that's on the Keeper's door, so I assume it represents the Keeper. This ring here seems to connect the Keeper to Grace.
Curious that the Keeper is situated above Grace. Would you agree, Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop, I guess? Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just making sure.
Tapi ini lain, ada orang.
Looks like someone's being selected from a group.
A human sacrifice.
I'm guessing it's the Keeper.
The depiction seems to imply they were chosen from the masses on pilgrimage here.
Faithful, vigilant, willing. That sounds so familiar.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history. So, if this is the symbol of the Keeper, I figure only the Keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the Keeper had a key for the door.
As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the Keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Are you not already the Keeper? You are the only human in the loop here.
Ah, but does Addie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Addie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not willing?
Are you willing to become the new keeper?
If it means I'm able to activate Grace.
Damn.
But how would I prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new Keeper.
That's idiotic.
I'm the Keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
I'm the Keeper.
Congratulations on your new job, Addie.
Yeah, congrats.
My God. This is really it.
Macam Nabi aku, guys. Became the keeper. Speak friend and enter. Lord of the Ring punya reference. Oh, this is so cool, man.
This must be where all the wishes end up.
Whoa. Ni kat mana ni? This one is Jupiter, right? Jupiter ke Saturn? Jupiter kan?
What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
Well, it's been over 30 years since I've made a wish of my own. It's the same one one, as always, I wish it'd come back to us. I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly
Listen
forbidden.
to all wishes.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there? If that works, I will gladly shut myself down. Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. It did sound like these wish canisters could be sent up to Grace somehow.
And there are still more buttons and things to push on the console.
Each tube must connect with a room in the settlement. One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. I don't suppose Everett crawled in here.
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. It makes sense.
The space above is the domain of Grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
So kita masuk atau push the button. Sekali lagi dia suruh kita buat decision.
Where are you going, Addie?
Just looking around. Is this a theremin?
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons. Huh. It still works. Let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
It was good enough for Everett. It's good enough for me.
Play
Just
the theremin.
settling into the new job. Decent-sized bed. You think Keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects? I'd suggest they are not good.
Is this a lavatory?
It is indeed.
Is this anything special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it. Are you looking for secret passageways?
Maybe. He didn't keep much in the way of personal items.
As Keeper, he would have want of nothing.
Can't say I'd feel the same after a few years.
So, sorry guys. I guess we have to we want to defy the control, right? Wis makanan. Coba naik.
Well, I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
There's no way to raise this container from inside.
This is not allowed, Addie.
I need to know.
Keep your hands inside at all times, Addie.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Broke into heaven. Okay.
There must be millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Can you get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the structure.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here. I feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be the design.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
The wishes are grouped together to provide the subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
Yeah, though. Can. Oh, oof.
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone? Everett was living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring grace must have meant a great deal to him.
Everett was building something. So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
You'll have to prime the machine first.
Do I prime these?
Yes, but it appears that parts of this machine must be activated in a particular order. You'll need to go to the primer that is currently online.
This must be the primer.
It is.
Whoa. What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So, it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
What happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different, but who's to say you won't like it?
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine's sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage would be enough to kill you.
Oh! I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you. And I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Do it. Here I go. How you doing, pal?
So far, so good. Oh! Keep moving, Addie. This is getting hard.
You have to hold on, pal.
did it, pal. Super proud of you.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
That's it.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
It was really cool doing things with you. Even if some of it was a little boring.
Thanks, pal.
Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess. But then, you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed. But I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
You really are the best, Addie.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie.
You should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
Still not a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Addie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
Do it.
I told this to Mom. There was nothing for me to return to.
Ah, but that does little to explain why you came here.
What's wrong with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
This again. This looks complex.
The sequence is on, off, off, on.
That's it.
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate empathy for a moment. I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
Do you think I've found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience. I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps it's already been worth it.
Almost 1 year punya journey.
Just you and me, Control. Still sulking, I see.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, He speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie.
Kita pun tak tahu apa function benda ni buat kan.
You must not do this, Addie.
Everett tu apa cerita?
Sorry, Addie. I cannot let you do this.
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of grace in this manner is entirely unnatural. You must not proceed.
Apa dia buat? Oh, dia...
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
He was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are ensuring their ongoing ruin.
Come on. No!
Grace?
Yes, Addie.
You're really bright.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Activated Grace.
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I've gone?
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie. At the center of this room is the spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way. I was programmed with one purpose, to serve the best interests of humankind. There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How are you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that was sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Wow. Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to strive for.
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again.
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years.
1,000 years, weh.
Do you recall that yellow bloom you chose in my garden?
Oh.
It stood alongside so many others just like it.
Waalaikumsalam, Naga. Welcome to the stream, Naga. Ui, lambat lewat malam ni. Weh, best way game ni. Game ni simple. 2 hours, I think around 2 hours punya gameplay, but dia lebih fokus kepada story tau, over gameplay. Dia game dia relax je, relax.
For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Addie.
How are you guys? Aku baru balik daripada weekend sebenarnya, daripada kampung. So esok cuti kan. Hardest choice require the strongest wills. Habis dah. Steady lah, steady. So weekend ni aku actually balik Gombak untuk celebrate birthday ayahku. He is 71 years old this year. Okay, this past week dia punya birthday dia. So we just celebrated with the family. Nothing special, just makan-makan, you know, lepak-lepak dengan family, with my sister. And then hari ni baru balik ke sini lah, ke rumah aku lah. So esok cuti. So yeah, I plan on, you know, going live, sambung balik main Ninja Gaiden balik esok. Esok you cuti, adakah esok akan ada stream di siang hari? InsyaAllah akan ada plan. Habis dah.
Follow a couple leads and then back to the books. I know I should be more assertive. It's for her safety too. Not that she ever thinks about my safety.
Alah, Ellen.
All the signs were there at the Wagner site. Let me bake in the mercury sun for 2 days.
AI dia.
Doesn't seem so bad now.
AI ship dia tu.
She could have at least shut the door behind her.
Give her another 20 minutes, but that's it. Witness Ellen's fate. Aww. Alah. Ellen tu kira kita punya first companion AI lah, which is dalam dia punya ship dia. So that was the Ellen punya fate. Kita tinggalkan Ellen dekat on the surface of the moon. I guess the moon. Okay, I'm looking forward to it then. Alright, kita pun lepas main Ninja Gaiden tadi, habis satu chapter tadi, sambung main game ni. Sebab game ni previously aku dah main sebelum ni, meaning dah start main off stream. Dan aku fikir jom sambung terus main kan. Kita tengok dah habis dah. I think aku main ni 1 hour. Dan previously aku main offline tu pun, off stream tu pun 1 hour. So around 2 hours jugalah. Kalau tengok kat sini, I think I played 2 hours. Sebab game ni dia nak keluar 0.4 hours aku main. Serius lah, dia tak update kot. 0.4 hours is how long? Aku rasa lama lah, bukan 0.4 hours ni. Dia tak update lagi kot. 74% je. Ingat game-game yang simple macam ni 2 hours boleh lah 100% kan. There's better ending than that Mars game. Man, dia punya story dia okay lah, simple, mimple, and then apa lagi? Banyak dialog lah, especially from dia punya AI companion dia semua. Okay lah. Ni apa ni? Ignore controls instruction. Wait, what? Bukan aku ignore ke? Mungkin ada kot previously, awal-awal game kot. Aku ada follow ke apa ke. Hold your breath. Oh, ini ada aku skip. Itu. Clever girl. Solve security door with no mistake. Siut. Use the beam as a shortcut. Oh, yang shortcut tu aku tak buat. Cross track. Attempt jump through rocks. Well, okay lah. You know, next week I'm gonna go to Kuantan nak jalan-jalan dengan my new friend group. Like, this is the first time we're gonna go jalan-jalan together. Kuantan Aku baru check out tadi kat Facebook. Ada macam homestay kat Kuantan. Dia siap ada indoor swimming pool lagi. Macam menarik, tapi harga dia 600 kot per night. 600 to 800. So untuk family nampak macam best lah kan. So jalan-jalan memang stay kat sana ke macam mana Naga? Wah, aku pun nanti next week next week juga ada gathering dengan member uni aku. So kita orang stay dekat Melaka. It's macam ada resort, it's macam homestay lah, homestay dekat Melaka tu. Biasanya kita punya gathering ni biasa lepak-lepak, ada buat barbecue, makan-makan, catch up with each other punya ni, live apa semua, macam tu lah. Heart to heart talk. Budak-budak ni kan, biasalah. Balik hari je, ada kerja jap. Lepas tu jalan-jalan. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so one game we done. We are done. Return to Grace. Sekejap. Aku nak update aku punya senarai game. Aku dah habis. Cik. Tajuk dia apa? Return to Grace. Sebulan aku lupa dia punya tajuk dia kan. So, game yang kedua kita habiskan pada tahun ni selepas Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is Return to Grace. So, I'm hoping kita boleh settle jugalah game apa ni, Ninja Gaiden juga kan. Return to Grace. Okay, I'ma head out now. Nak masak dinner, lapar. I haven't eaten anything today. Oh yo, dah malam gila ni. Mau nak makan Alright. Okay, Naga, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye. Hope to see you tomorrow whenever I go live. Alright. Take care, bro. Don't forget to sleep, weh. Patutlah aku punya lampu ni tak ni. Patut gelap semacam ke. Lampu nak padam. Okay. Alright. Waalaikumsalam. Bye-bye, guys. Alright. Okay, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Keeping me company, you guys. Alright. So, I'm gonna uninstall this. Alright, cool. Apa lagi game yang nak leave Game Pass ni? Tales of Arise. A little to the left aku ada main hari tu tapi tak habis kot. Merge and Blade, Madden. Okay, Madden tak apa. Game-game sport. Alright, so okay guys, gonna end the stream. Okay, gelap semacam. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Good night guys. Selamat malam. Bye.